Hello. Good evening. Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Krishna?
it's audible. It's audible.
Hello. Hello.
You are audible.
Yeah, thank you. We will start in just a couple of minutes.
Very nice evening to all of you. I hope it is audible to you all.
Yes.
Yeah, fine. So thank you so much. And let me greet you, all of you. The first thing is that for enrolling this course and setting up business entity and a guide for. Can you unmute your mics, mute your mics, all participants, please? Uh, Vaibhav ji, can you mute your mic?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So very nice evening to all of you, and welcome to this course. And and thank you for enrolling yourself for this course. And
You have also gone on mute. Uh, Dr. Saikat, you have gone on mute.
yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
So welcome to all of you. Always there is a glitches happens with, so I don't want to. So let me welcome all of you to the first live sessions for this course on setting up business entity or a guide for Indian entrepreneurs. Let me take you an example, right? Which I want you to take the real-time examples and set yourself and setting yourself from a different perspective of visualizing. That is, we normally, let me take an example. That is what I wanted to start with. And let me tell you, everybody, when I was growing up, everybody was saying that is you have to leave a job and start your own entrepreneurship, or you start your own venture or a businesses if you want to focus it. But I said, why it is necessary to leave a job? I know there is always a guidelines for making if you are a regular employee in an organization, there is always a hurdle that is no regular employees or a corporate will allow you to start a venture apart from your regular CTC what you're getting, so you can start your another venture. But today, let me tell you very honestly, the maximum of we normally have that perception in our mind that is we have to leave a job and we have to start our own venture. But that's not a story which I wanted here. I wanted this course to make it to a point that is it is not necessary to leave a job and start your own venture by separating, taking a lot of risks, because you need a cash flows, everyday cash flows into the to make your business run every day. That is most important thing is. So so I will be the best example where I started my, because I also belong to a lower middle class family, right? So when we started, because when we started migrating to a different places or a different states or different countries even also, we normally have an intuition that is, let us focus on our regular pay jobs where we want to have from 4 to morning 8 to 4 jobs routine, or from morning 9 to 6 job routine. So this is what I want to get at my paycheck every month, and we should be happy on that. But this was not my perception. Let me tell you very honestly. I wanted that challenge. I took it in my mind, and that challenge made me to understand that is without leaving a job, you can start your own entrepreneurship within an organization. Let me tell you, I've been working with Symbiosis for the last 10 years. And previously, I was with industry. I started my career with when I completed my management or PhD. So I started my first MT with Tata Kurosaki Refractory Limited. I hope everybody knows this is one of the subsidiary company of Tata Groups. And then I was there into a refractory. They were into a refractory industry. I hope just I'll put a small definition about refractory so that you should understand what the refractory product is all. So refractory products is the raw material which is being used in the steel industry, and that is normally used in the lining of the furnace. And that is you can understand. If you want to refer it, you can find Wikipedia. You can take it forward, because this is one of the raw material which is being used to make a carbon free or steel in any of the steel industry today we want to. The refractory is the major part which plays an important role, because the longevity of the steel depends upon the types of refractory bricks you're using in the lining of the buckets, right? So this was where I started my career, and I was thinking that as when I was getting when I was trying to get edging and I was trying to make my life career, I said routine jobs where I want to define myself, where I'm going to lead my career on. So one fortnight I was thinking, and then what I thought, why should not I start my own entrepreneurship within university? And let me frankly tell you that is, as a today, normally I have my own startup, which is with the name of AI Veeam. And I got my first funding. Let me tell you, this was my whole soul funding for myself, which I was having an intention that is I want to start my own. And I got a startup and and I got a funding from a government of India, that is Department of Scientific and Industrial Research. They have in startup funds. They allocated me a funds, and I took the challenge. This was a post-COVID. I saw a problem statement, and it was a problem statement of the government or from the Central Electricity Authority, and I took this challenge into me. I said, no, let me take this challenge and start this proposition. And I took it to the government. I told, this is my project proposal. Can you help me out to get this fund? And let me tell you, getting government funds and in a private universities is very difficult. And initially, when you don't have any backend support or an experience in implementing a project, so I thought how it can be possible. So then I submitted a proposal to them. I said, no, the whole project is going to be under me jurisdiction, and and my symbiosis, my university supported me for that, and I implemented the project also very smoothly, and my beneficiaries were all Central Electricity Authority. And let me tell you very honestly, that project has come up we implemented that project within 1.5 years, and my stakeholders were so happy. And one of the important things is that my project was nominated for Indian Emerging Award for 2023, and the YouTube is already available on the website also. I will share it to on this WhatsApp group also. And that project came up in such a way, and today I have an invention patent on that also. I got my invention patent, which is not in my because that was a proposition of the government stakeholder. So we got that it is not in my university name, it is in my name. So now I have applied for 70 lakhs project in collaboration with an EV company, and we are trying to manufacture an AI adaptations on a tropical battery. So we have started expanding our own next stage of our the level of my startup, which I want to take it forward. And even that is what I did not leave my job. Today I'm a researcher, I'm a teacher, I'm a startup. So what I wanted to set an example to all of you, that is, we also, even we are, I hope there are a lot of professors here who will be listening to me, and they may be understanding that tomorrow the next generation, the Gen Alpha or Gen Beta is going to come up. We can teach them, and we can tell them that there is another area, because there are a lot of entrepreneurs. Everybody says entrepreneurs have developed themselves into a better positions today. If you talk about Google, you can talk about Microsoft. Every people have been an employee within that organization, and today they have generated a new form of a business propositions as a profit center within an organization. Now, how that happened? It's not that, because that was an effort within an organization, because everybody does not have resources within themselves. And that resources you supplemented need that. We lower class middle class family don't have the backup support to give you, to make you sure that is we want to put you money from, because your family, all your family backgrounds are such that they have working hard for 30 days every day, or 30 days, and to make you sure that I save some money and save it for the long-term social security. But that is what I made my mind myself. This is my only generation which I started my business within, because my family belongs to a farmer family. Dheeraj, I'll be coming with you. Dheeraj, I understand that. I'll come to you, and I want to put you back, and I'll just brief you the opportunities which government has created today. Is rather than we will take that advantage. I'll come to that question answer sessions. We have the question answer sessions also. And I will teach you all that is how the government has given us an opportunity today. Without leaving a job, you can create it, because there are a lot of perspective happening today. And I told you that is from a university perspective or a teacher's perspective. We normally can have, because if you go to IITs, if you go to IIT Bombay, every professor has his own startups, and they are teaching. And how that support system they get it, because government is now supporting even entrepreneurs, those who want to be social entrepreneurs, those who want to be and even the first generation women entrepreneurs, they are also giving an opportunity which the budget has supplemented or given an eye opening for other for women entrepreneurs, even the women entrepreneurs from a different rural areas also, backward rural areas where struggling people are struggling. Even I tell you, there are a lot of tribal areas in different parts of the country, right? They have been doing a sustainability livelihood projects, which they may not be reaching to the government for a funding. They have their own sustainability. And that sustainability, they are making them to lead their own life, which we may not be knowing when we are sitting in a metros, or we are settling up in a metros or a metro cities, or in a semi-urban areas or in urban areas. We don't know that different part of the story is there, which is hidden, and we don't assess that. But I'll also tell you one of the story which happened with me. That is, I traveled to a country. I know, and I hope people travel to these small countries for vacations. But I traveled to a country, and I'll give you the name of that. The country is the most cheapest country in the world, and that is a place called Uzbekistan. And when I traveled to this country, people said to me, "Why you're traveling to this country? It's a sand-based company, sand-based. It's a totally isn't. The people may not be accepting your presence. People may not be lovely enough to make you friendly collaborations." But to be honest with, I stayed there for around 15 days or 2 weeks, and I had a best experience of my life to understand that is, when the people don't come out of their comfort zones, they don't understand there is another story behind a different country where the things are happening, and we are not aware of that. So the first principles of a trade of a startup is that you need to come out of your comfort zone to understand whether things are happening in a different way and where you can contribute yourself. And today, if I could have said that is no, I could have been happy with my salary. Every month I'm getting my salary. I should be happy at the end of the day. End of the month, I'm getting my salary check pay, and fine. I'm having my 7 pay commissions on my structure. I'm happy. My families are happy. I'm very stable. I don't want to take a risk in my life. But that could not have been my story. I could not, my next generation, if I'm talking about my Gen Alpha, so I could not have even set an example to him, or to any of my child, because this is what I want everybody, even the professors who are there in this, and the students who are there with me here in the evening. I want you to understand one language today is, there is nothing an impossible word which we use to understand that is. The impossible word is only being created by us. Every possibility is there. Today, I'm very fortunate that I did not migrate. I had an opportunity to going to different countries. I have been traveling every year. I've been traveling to different countries. Even I went to the Taiwan also. And I was exploring the opportunities. It was in terms of my regular job assignment, but I was traveling and I was finding an opportunity. When I went to Uzbekistan, let me tell you the story that is, it's the most cheapest country, and in terms of the foreign exchange also. And I tell you that is, there is a lot of opportunity in the handicrafts. And you will astonish to know that is, I found that is, they are Samarkand. Samarkand is another place in Uzbekistan. You can find it on the Wikipedia. They are manufacturing papers, and the life of the paper, you know that the white sheet you are using, right? They are also manufacturing white papers on white sheets, which are having life more than 200 years. Now you tell me the story. Now you tell me. We are sitting here, we are using every day here, we are using white papers, A4 size papers for printing purpose, everything. But what is the life of that? After 5 years or 6 years, you will find that even the books also is not being able to constant sustain that the textures of that paper. It gets blunt out. Now they are working, they've already have it. It's a history of Samarkand, that is in Uzbekistan. You can find it on the Wikipedia. The paper they manufacture, the life of the paper is more than 200 years. And that was during the World War also, that they were using to exchange the messages. So this is a story because I wanted you to feel that evening that you should be motivated enough to take it the things and making things that is what are the opportunities which being created today has given us a dimension that is every middle class families can start understanding that there is another perspective of life career or an opportunity which government has already created for us to sustain within, or teachers can or professors can start their own ventures within an organization getting the research funds. The startups who are the first startups who want to start their own ventures, the government has started giving an opportunity in terms of giving them schemes of loan, providing them term loans of around 2 crores for 5 years, 5 lakhs for the first time women entrepreneurs, and for the rural entrepreneurs also. So if you see the union budget of 2025-26 has really reinforces the government's commitment to fostering the India's thriving startup ecosystem, and which is the third largest in the country. Now, why I tell you that is today you believe or you don't believe it. Now the time is very high time, that is the Gen Alpha. The Gen Alpha needs to start earning at the early age. We normally might be the Gen Z Alpha, or there are few generations we talk about is we started a late entry of earning our social securities like bank balances, if we talk about. So normally people started in 90s, the people who are born in 90s, now they have started thinking about the fact is that, and they have started a late entry into the earning their livelihood or earning their own paychecks every year. Now the thing is that now Gen Alpha or Gen Beta is going to start their earning at the age of 18. If they don't start, because the aging factors and the longevity factors is going to impact, which is making a technology is going to play an important role in making their adaptations in hyperdynamic approach towards a job opportunity. So unless and until you don't have a supplementary approach towards a job, making a job to be more secure, it's very difficult. That is, you can't have your own social security creating at the early age. We don't, like cricketers, right? If you talk about cricketers, their life has become now all the new cricketers, the Gen Z cricketers have become, they're very worried about how they're going to survive in the competitive world. And their life is going to start, their early start around 18, 15, and 15 years or 18 years, they start their own international careers, and they wind up by 25, 26, 27. Now, the few players have started retiring early age also. Now, what is that? They want to create their own social security. But entrepreneurs is one of the areas which defines that is your success. Nobody can stop unless and until you don't stop. This is the most important factor. And that is the reason I tell you there are two professions in India that is you don't have a retirement, like a doctor and a lawyer, right? So startups also have their own inbuilt adaptations where you can still continue your success story, building out and creating a next generations, to giving them an opportunity to take forward the next family business into a family business. Now, after you have seen that is now, if you see the finance ministers in her speech, she has announced that she has expansion of credit guarantee cover of around 10,000 crores. This figures looks good on the paper, but actually we need to find it out how these things happened. Unless and until you are not coming out of that I told you that the comfort zone, there is an option called alternative investment funds, which you can connect with the CBs. There are a lot of bankers now. I'm shortly we are conducting a conference in Hyderabad especially for the women entrepreneurs, and we are trying to connect more than 10,000 entrepreneurs from Hyderabad and to come together and to congregate and to create an ecosystems for the future generations to identify how we can make the sustainability of the business to be sustainable in terms of the profit and adaptations of technology also. So you have seen that is now this is going to be a game changer, especially for the early stage startups who have been deep tech domains, right? Everybody is now talking about deep tech. Nobody wants to go for a social entrepreneurship, let me tell you very honestly, because they find that is, if I talk about AI, the investors is going to come and put my money into it, but not the story that is. Now you have to adapt your own passions of adaptations of business innovations or drive that fosters the deep tech growth. Now you have to club that the technology adaptations and create a more inclusive entrepreneurial landscape. Now, if you want to doubling of funds, like one of the most appreciated moves, the budget is doubling. That is, they said that is the funds of starters for FFS scheme, adding around 10,000 crores to the existing 10,000. So now you're getting around, that has gone to 91 crores, right? Now, how are you going to approach them? Which are the how are you going to approach and how are you going to get the funds out? So there are a lot of opportunities. Like, let me tell you now, government has started investing monies on AI labs. Now what is now if you don't approach to the right stakeholders who can connect you to the right funding sources, how can it be possible that you cannot start putting on heads onto a funding agencies who has its own protocols to abide with, to give a funding sources in a different forms. And if you don't understand that, unless until you don't connect with the right mentors or you don't connect with the right trainings, how can you approach to a particular agencies to get your fundings? By sitting at home and you try to regulate with the investors, investors are not ready. Investors only try to put it to the right investments where they can have a highest returns on that. So if you want to have a first startup who want to start up their ventures, the government has given an opportunity. And if you want to, the most important thing, if you want to drive innovation across the fintech, health tech, and the clean energy, which I'm working on that. So now we have started talking about clean energy right now. My project is talking about now the next process. What I've started doing is I'm going to put green AI adaptations into the energy sectors. Earlier it was normally we were doing everybody was talking about AI. That means let me tell you what the difference that is. Why we are talking about Gen AI, because we want to lessen the coding aspects into our system implementation of the models. And that is a green AI. This is a short layman language I wanted to put it here to make you understand. At the same time, there is also need of oversight fund utilizations. Now, whenever you such financial support is introduced, there should always be an element looking to exploit it, right? But stronger monitoring, now the government has a very strong monitoring mechanism. Let me tell you very honestly. When we got a fund from the government, we had to give a supplement to every details of the funding sources. And even with this funding, I even went to the Qatar Technology Innovation Science Park also. I represented my ideas into that. We got an opportunity in Qatar also. I traveled in the last year also. Last year I traveled in November. So with that fund, we get an opportunity. If you don't come out of that conference, if you see it ideally and we say that, oh, I'm very secure about the things, what is happening with me. But there is up and down. Even you do a job also, you're not secure today. Every day you have to be an hyperdynamic approaches to how I can do something innovative in my approaches, in my job routines. But the difference is that you are doing a job for somebody else's dream. Now you have to think of your dreams also. I hope there are a lot of women entrepreneurs, there are a lot of students who have been aspiring, they want to do, but what stops them? The morning they wake up, they find, yeah, paise kahan se aaye? Wherefore am I going to get the fund? And somebody puts you pull you back and say that, yeah, I don't have a money. Why are you putting your head into this thing? So always I want to tell you that there is always a door open for every entrepreneurs. By routing funds that government has given and boosting. And this government has given a guarantee of startup increase from 20 crores for 1% fee only. And they have given a 2 crores loan for the 5 lakhs women entrepreneurs, even from the rural entrepreneurs, backward rural entrepreneurs. And even they have generated the new funds for the INR for 10,000 crores. Now, deep tech funding is a boost for an AI. Now, that is what happened. This government is doing this. So I want people who are the students who are working relentlessly, they're participating in hackathon, and they will have a tech-based ideas, but they want to have approach towards the funding. So now I want that is you need to have a right mentoring or a right connections or a right network where you can approach and you can take it forward the way I started doing that. The stage you are today, I would have been on the same stage till date if I had not even thought of coming out of my comfort zones. Now, there is a high credit support for growth also. That is what I talked about. And the credit guarantee cover will be enhanced from 10 crores to 20 crores with the guarantee fee moderate to just 1% of the loan. And it covers 27 focus sectors, and which is crucial to the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. So why can't we take this initiative? Who stops us doing that? Maybe every door, everybody, if you visit everybody's doors, I hope the few marketing people or a sales representatives or a marketing sales guys can understand that as every door does not open with a yes answer. There will be a lot of no answers on you before you get a yes answer. But this one yes answer is going to create is going to fulfill your dream. So always be ready for that one answer, yes, to come up on your doorstep, which can open for you in your career. So I want to invite questions from you all. Yeah, anybody has a question? Participants? Dheeraj, are you there?
Yes, sir. So I'm there, sir. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. So I just started my journey as a mutual fund distributor. So
Yeah.
just wanted to know, so the field which I'm being pursuing, it is not a startup, right? It is not a kind of startup. It is an entrepreneur's journey, but it is not a startup, right? I just want to differentiate whether this can be a startup or how, or what is it? And
Let
how
me
can I scale it? And how can I scale it up?
Yeah. So now, Dheeraj, you tell me, you are developing in some app.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm not developing an app. I'm an MP certified mutual fund distributor,
Right.
and I'm a sub-broker of NG services where I use the application as well as I use the portal of this LACMS. So these are
Okay.
both the ready-made portals wherein I do client onboarding and transaction,
Right.
and all,
So
I do the financial planning and all.
perfect. So Dheeraj, what I'll suggest you is, I hope you should register as a proprietorship first. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And then what I'll suggest you is now you can try to explore, give a social media, social networking or a social marketing, and try to build up your NRI clients. Let me tell you, if you're thinking of a long-term perspective of your business, okay,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes, sir.
and try to connect with NRIs, and NRIs will be giving your funds announcement. Let me tell you what happens now. NRI are sending a lot of monies to their own family members. Okay. But
Yes,
family
sir.
members are not, they don't know the portfolios of investments.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Dheeraj, you can try to have a consultancy sort of a
Okay, sir.
portfolio where you can give a consultancy to the NRIs who are sending monies here, and you can make them an investment portfolios. That also can be sublimated business. You can start along with your
Sir,
mutual
I'm
fund.
we just wanted to ask one follow-up question because I am in this field so for past 10 years. I worked as a relationship manager with HDFC and Indian
Right.
broking in 2015-16. And after that, I had 10 years of the derivatives as a technical knowledge. Now the thing
Right.
is, I within my capacity, I cannot start a PMS. Okay.
I know.
So if I'm procuring some funds from so XYZ people and I'm deploying that fund in the capital markets, so what labeling it would be? Would it come under any legal entity or how is it gonna be? Or
Yeah. No, what I suggest, Dheeraj, is, Dheeraj, you are a regular employee of SDFC, right?
no, I'm not a regular employee. I left my employee.
Yeah, you're
A freelancer. I'm a freelancer, and I have a
okay.
small retail business of my family.
Okay, now.
But this is my passion. So
Right.
as soon as I left my HDFC Securities, due to my family and financial liabilities, I need to focus on my family business, which is a retail oriented.
Okay.
Okay, but ये मेरा passion था. मैं इसको 10 साल से कर रहा था. I just don't want to leave that role. Equity was my passion. Now the thing is, मेरा इतना competency बढ़ गया है over 10 years of time. I want to scale it up. I don't have the capital to scale it up to take to a next level. I have all the backtested data and like for being a derivatives trader, there is always a limited risk, limited reward scenario, and it works in all kind of markets, be it sideways, be it a bullish, be it bearish. Now the thing is, if I want to scale to an X level, how do I go about raising the capital? And does for this kind of activity, does capital get raised? Point number one. And if I do it, how do I promote it, or how do I, because if you are a PMS is done by a big private limited company. I'm not a private
Yes.
limited company. I'm an
Right.
individual by my own.
Right.
Okay, and I don't have that much of fund to start a PMS. So in my case, so mutual fund distribution is a long-term capital wealth building. I do it through SIPs, I do it
Yes.
through lump
Yes.
sum,
Yes.
I do it through STPs and SWPs and all.
Yes.
But for this direct equity capital raising, so what can be done? So
Yeah.
that was my
No,
question. And
Dheeraj,
how
this
can I
is
build it?
yeah, Dheeraj,
Yes.
if you want to have a mutual fund business in India, there is a legal parameters from RBI. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
you need
Mutual fund, so mutual fund business, now there is a, as the thing is, I've given a certification, INPICA certification exam, and
huh,
I'm a sub broker of a registered national distributor, NJ Wealth. So
perfect.
NJ has given all the platform, the back end, the front end, everything, series training, everything to do the SIP business. The only catch is NJ takes away the. So if I was doing a direct business with the AMC, I would be
Huh,
getting 1% commission per annum.
okay,
Okay, but because NJ is the national distributor, okay, so they hire B2B, so they give the franchisee and they take away 40%, 40.40% because of providing me the back end services, the customer support, the
right,
front end services, and everything. So,
right.
that was it. So, for mutual fund, there is no licensing, whatever legal compliance I need to take for mutual fund business, I have taken it. For the equity direct investing and taking money from the people and deploying it in the market, not at the mutual fund level, but at my level. Is there any legal entity, or is there anything such kind of thing happens?
Yeah. You need to have a legal entity for that. If you now your business, the business is in your name only, right?
Yes, yeah, it's in my name because the license is on my name, so
Okay.
the business is on my name. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'll suggest you is you should have one woman entrepreneurs also into that. Let me tell you.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the government is giving a subsidy in terms of the RBI has a regulations for the women entrepreneurs into the finance. Okay. So I'll suggest you is that you can have the venture expansions into collaborating with some of the banking sectors which they want to outsource some of the supplementary processes in terms of services. Okay, Dheeraj. So have you approached some of the banks?
No, so because banks already at their end, they are selling mutual funds. They have their sales teams who do current account saving accounts opening,
Huh.
and the RMs at the banks, who are handling stock markets, they do the cross selling of mutual funds. So
Okay.
if they already have their own AMC, so they sell their own products. So me as a mutual fund distributor, I had the liberty to sell all the AMC's ka product, like a SBI, like a Tata, like a any AMC asset
I got
management
it.
company,
I got it.
I can sell
So
it. So direct collaboration with bank won't be possible because they have their own vested interest. So they don't do it. They employ. So if I want to collaborate with the bank, I need to be their employee. That was it.
So that is what I said, Dheeraj. Now you need to start one supplementary services that is called NRI consultancy. Okay. So when you have this, because there is no legal bindings for that NRI funding sources, a consultancy, when you create your own client base, right? You can connect them through a networking, or you have a B2B sources, or you can have your own platforms where you already have a certifications, right? And you have a certifications on mutual funds.
Yes, sir. I'm already an ARN holder, and the ARN holder I'm already empaneled with NJ. So NJ is the national distributor, and I'm the sub distributor.
Perfect. So Dheeraj, what I'll say is take this one proposition, that is try to supplement your business to expanding or connecting to the NRI people, and create a consultancy services in terms of the portfolio distribution, in terms of the finance, so that the investment they want to do it in India. Okay. So you need to find a solutions for them so that tomorrow they become a client in terms of the investment, what the cash flow coming into India, that can be put it in your investment portfolios where you can have a higher margin. Dheeraj, did you get it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, and one more constraint which I have, sir. So, I'm living in such a locality, or my retail business in such locality, na, sir. It is
Ah.
surrounded by lower middle class and middle class people. So earlier, when I was in corporate field, there were a lot of networking stuff which I can get with my people. So now, because I'm into my retail business and I have to take care of my retail business, in meeting NRI people, or because whenever NRI approaches you, na, they see the brand. Like if I'm working for HDFC, they won't see me. They will see the brand name HDFC and they'll come.
Obviously.
So for me to build that kind of a brand, uh, and me to find such kind of clients and arrive. So like I have a sister, so she is my investor. She deployed some money in the mutual fund, and now she's shifted to US for a while. Okay,
Right.
she at her end through word of mouth can tell that he's so and so distributor, and that at that level, things can work. For me to do a branding part like HDFC, it would be very difficult. Like because frankly speaking, I don't have that much amount of capital also to start like so the business which I'm doing now, it is completely online. I can do it at home. I can do it at my shop. I don't need anything because it is everything online. There is no so if you are a sub broker authorized panel of Sharekhan, then you need a land. But because my nature of business is online, I need not have an address. My address is my telephone number and my mail ID. That is the
Got
only
it.
thing.
So
Yeah.
now what I
Because this
suggest
is
you is,
only yes, sir. Yes, sir. So because
Dheeraj,
I'm doing only mutual fund. If it was an
Yeah.
core equity, I will be needing a proper location place.
yeah, now
Okay.
Dheeraj, I have to address others participants also. I have a solution for you. You just check this Reserve Bank Innovation Hub, okay, and try to explore what is the opportunity they are giving,
Okay, sir.
and
Okay, sir.
include an sister if you have a sister or is some from your side or mother or somebody, you can put it on your venture.
Recently, sir. So only 2 minutes. Recently, I approached State Bank of India for
Ah.
fundraising. I told them I'm a mutual fund distributor because I'm not a salaried employee. So they asked me for my bank statements. And because I have my retail shop, so he's saying you have a retail shop of a different proprietorship, and you cannot
Okay.
raise funds for this mutual fund distributor. So is
Ah,
there any other way I can? Because I approached them, say I told them I'm a budding entrepreneur, I'm a mutual fund distributor. So can you help me? He's like, we give only the loans to MSME. Okay, and
okay.
MSME you will get the loans, and for mutual fund distributor we don't allow. So if you can
Fine,
just
fine.
help
So
me
what I say, yeah.
going ahead, if you can help me out for raising capital, it will definitely work for me. For
ठीक है,
marketing,
Dheeraj.
for all kind
Yeah.
of things.
So Dheeraj, what I'll suggest you is you have my email. I'll share you my email ID. Okay. Send me the details, and I'm going to send you the every details of funding sources which you can help you out and connect you to the right person. Even I will connect you to some of the SIGBI people also. Okay. And so that you can understand the implications of how the things can happen from your end. You can take it forward because you have a two different perspective of businesses you are handling, one retail and the financial investments portfolio. So that can help you to understand where you can connect with the right stakeholders who can support you in terms of taking your business to the next level. Okay, Dheeraj. I had another hand. Anybody? So Mitu Pal. I hope you're there. Mitu, I have pronounced your name right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
So,
I am here.
Tell me.
Actually, sir, I am an ex-teacher and now I would like to foray into a different set of work. And I would like to take some franchisee, mainly like an Amul or a Mother Dairy kind of a franchisee, because I live in an area where there are lower middle class and middle class people staying.
Perfect.
So I would like to know, and I have about 500 square feet of place
Area.
which I can use.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. So
So
your floor space is ready.
yes.
For
Floor
Okay.
space is ready, but I will have to renovate it a little bit more, so as to make it, conducive towards getting the franchisee.
Got it.
Now, my
Got it.
question is, will I be getting the support from the different entrepreneurship programs that are being provided by the government if I'm taking such kind of a franchisee?
Perfect. Mithu ma'am, what I'll suggest you is you approach your nearest SIDBI. You belong to which state?
West Bengal, sir.
West Bengal. So I'll tell you, if you have a bank, SIDBI bank, okay. So they try to promote the first-time women entrepreneurs who try to have a business propositions in terms of the franchisee business. Okay. So
Okay.
you can approach SIDBI first. Okay.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
if the possibility, because franchisee business normally are not being taken care by the governments. Let me tell you very honest.
Okay.
Okay. So SIDBI will be the only person who can try to give you a lookout. Or second thing is, you can, now the government has started an initiative in terms of the first women startup, because this cannot be considered as a startup. So what I'll suggest you is you try to connect with some of the Amul company, their CSR activities there. Okay. The corporate
Okay.
social responsibility funding is there. Okay. So what you do is you create some women, what I say, not an NGO, but is a social uplifted women entrepreneur, not entrepreneurs, the women who want to be employed through your job. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I
So,
get it.
You got it, what I wanted to say.
Yes.
So then what will happen is you get a perspective to create a CSR funding also from the organization you want to take a franchisee. Got it?
Right.
Right. So that
Okay.
will help you to getting into the market and creating a market for yourself.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's very,
Okay,
very
Mithu.
kind of you. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sukanta, tell me. Sukanta, are you there? Sukanta, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello,
Sukanta,
sir.
tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sir, I to speak in Hindi.
अरे बोलिए
Yeah.
बोलिए, आप हिंदी बोलिए, मराठी बोलिए, बंगाली बोलिए, हम सब
हेलो.
समझ जाएंगे.
ओके सर.
क्या
सर
कहते हैं?
सर मैंने और मेरे दोस्त ने मेरे कॉलेज की लाइफ प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट किया था. मतलब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था एक बिजनेस. वो टोट
Perfect.
बैग का होता है ना वुमेन्स के लिए. हाँ.
Perfect.
तो
Perfect.
हमने एक स्मॉलर लेवल पे स्टार्ट किया था और बहुत सारा सेल किया था.
Perfect.
मिनिमम था लेकिन कॉलेज लाइफ में इनफ था. ठीक है.
Got it.
अभी सर मेरे पास मेरे को करना है कि मेरे को उस बिजनेस को पैन इंडिया ले जाना है. मोस्टली मुझको उसको बड़ा करना है. ठीक है. और
Right.
वो बेसिकली हैंड पेंटेड होता है टोट बैग. तो उसका एक यूनिकनेस भी होता है और वुमेन सेंट्रिक होता है, क्योंकि मेरा जो दोस्त था वो वुमेन था और उसने ही उसको डेवलप किया था और मैंने सिर्फ उसको सेल करने में मदद किया था, दूसरे को रीच आउट
Perfect.
करने के लिए.
Perfect.
तो सर, हाँ, तो सर मेरे को एक कस्टमर सेगमेंट चाहिए जो इस चीज को समझता हो कि ये हैंड पेंटेड चीज जिसको वैल्यूएबल लगता है, मुझको उस कस्टमर सेगमेंट तक ये प्रोडक्ट पहुंचाना है. वो नेशनल लेवल पे हो या फिर इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे, जिसको वो आर्ट समझ आए, जिसको उस टाइप का प्रोडक्ट चाहिए. तो वो थोड़ा यूनिक लेस लाता है उस प्रोडक्ट में. लेकिन सर ये मैं कैसे करूं, मैं इसको मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि इस प्रोडक्ट को कैसे मार्केट में लाऊं, कैसे दूसरे तरफ को रीच आउट करूं.
मेरे को ये बताओ सुकांत, it is connected to the sustainability, climate, इको फ्रेंडली है क्या?
हाँ हाँ सर, बोल सकते हैं क्योंकि ये कॉटन है.
हाँ, तो when you are saying is an eco friendly product, ठीक है? What I'll suggest you is, Sukanta, do you have your own some social media pages or anything?
Yes sir. I have a Facebook page.
So no, that product, the product, did you give the name or something, a unique name to it?
यस सर, यस सर, यस सर, आई क्रिएटेड मैंने एक प्रोडक्ट पूल बनाया, मतलब एक-एक बैग का एक-एक नाम, यूनिक नाम, और उसको यूनिक तरीके से सेल करने की कोशिश किया। एक-एक डिज़ाइन पे एक-एक, मतलब फ्लावर का कोई डिज़ाइन होगा तो वो नेचर सेंट्रिक होगा, कोई क्रिएटिव ड्राइंग होगा तो वो एक क्रिएटिवनेस जिसको आर्ट समझ आए, या फिर कोई एक सेगमेंट, आर्टिस्ट सेगमेंट उन लोगों को सेल करे, मतलब कस्टमर को सेगमेंट कर दिया।
परफेक्ट।
लेकिन सर वो जो पेज मैंने बनाया वहाँ पे रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आया, मतलब
नहीं
मुझको वो
सुकांत,
क्राउड
सुकांत
नहीं मिला
मैं
जिसकी
समझ
वजह से
गया।
मुझे
सुकांत,
boost
क्या
किया।
प्रॉब्लम होता है ना, दिस प्रॉब्लम हैपेंस बिकॉज सोशल मीडिया इज अ पेड प्लेटफॉर्म, ठीक है? And unless and until your
Yes
product
sir.
or something, the visibility or the uniqueness of that product does not reach, वो content अगर the लोगों को नहीं पहुंचता है, तो what happens? The people does not try to like that. People ignore it. There are a lot of hits happening
Yes
in
sir.
a nanoseconds. ठीक है ना सुकांत? सुकांत, I'll suggest you one strategy. ठीक
Yes
है
sir.
सुकांत? What is your age right now?
Sir, I am 21.
Perfect. So I know your youth network is very strong. Am I right?
Yes
तुम्हारे
sir.
पास
Yes sir.
कितने फ्रेंड्स हैं?
सर बहुत सारा, मेरा कांटेक्ट में 500 से ज्यादा है।
ठीक है ना? तो मैं तुमको शुरू करता हूँ, तुमको यहीं से शुरू करता हूँ, हाउ यू गोइंग टू जनरेट रेवेन्यू। ठीक है, तुम 500 को अपना फर्स्ट क्लाइंट्स
हाँ।
बनाओ, ठीक है?
ओके सर।
एंड ट्राई टू स्टार्ट पुशिंग योर प्रोडक्ट्स इन योर 500 क्लाइंट्स फर्स्ट, ठीक है? And
Yes
your
sir.
friend who is also the part, or who may be your part, or the part of that venture or your idea, she might be having
Yes
some
sir.
friends.
Yes sir.
Okay,
Yes sir.
तो आप
सर
वहां,
ज्यादातर
या
सर इनिशियल लेवल पे जो जितना सेल हुआ था वो ज्यादातर इन कांटेक्ट, पर्सनल कांटेक्ट के बेसिस पे ही हुआ था।
तो
ऑनलाइन
आपने,
पे ज्यादा।
हाँ बोलो
हाँ,
बोलो, सॉरी, हाँ बोलो सुकांत।
ऑनलाइन पे ज्यादा, मतलब मुझको रिस्पांस नहीं मिला था। ज्यादातर जो सेल हुआ था वो इन कांटेक्ट के बेसिस, मतलब पर्सनल कांटेक्ट के बेसिस पे ही हुआ था, अपना नेटवर्क में ही हुआ था। लेकिन सर
परफेक्ट।
मुझको इसको बाहर ले जाना है, दूसरे लोगों को, दूसरे जहां जहां पे ये कम्युनिटी है, ये मार्केट है, मुझको वहां पे पेनिट्रेट करना है। लेकिन ये कैसे करूं वो समझ नहीं आ रहा
Yeah, that
है।
is
एड
what
वगैरह
is,
चला सकता हूँ लेकिन इफेक्टिव नहीं हो रहा है।
I know that is. Sukanta, what I'll try to do is, you send me the whole business propositions, okay? And we are conducting a conference in Hyderabad, Sukanta, okay? And we are having a lot of women entrepreneurs or associations coming together, okay? Sukanta, I'll suggest you try to join some. The fees are not so high. I'll give you some associations, okay? Uh, entrepreneurs associations,
ओके सर।
ठीक है? And
ओके सर।
even I'll suggest you is that is, you try to join some women, some associations, ठीक है? Entrepreneurs associations in West Bengal also you have lot of associations, small associations in every, तुम्हारे क्यों बोले पाड़ा बोले ना, पाड़ा बोले या जहाँ भी बोले, so you have
यस
club,
यस यस
you
यस
have clubs,
यस
okay?
यस यस
So
सर। यस सर।
why don't you connect with them, sit with them, okay? And I will tell you, Sukanta,
ओके सर।
your clubs, local clubs will be making your market to be more higher, okay? So the Sukanta, you are very
ओके सर।
introvert, so your major problem is that you need to come out of your, the language, the term I have used, the comfort zone. देखो सुकांतो, तुम्हाके अगर
यस सर।
marketing करते होले, you have to even get on to the to mind of the customers who may not be a customer, but they are searching for a solution. They might be searching for a product. Am I right?
ओके सर।
So Shukanto, तुम्हाके
यस
একটা, you need to create market through network. And the first thing is that network, I told you, the clubs house. And in Kolkata है,
यस सर।
तुम्हारा एक club house है, local youth crowds are much higher. Every club. Why I tell you? Why
यस सर।
Shukanto? Because the club houses are of, it's like a family history, like or
यस सर। यस सर।
or Bawa. So they have a very strong bonding of associations. You need to club, you need to sit with them, you need to club with them, you need to connect with them. তবে কি হবে, দেখবে তুমি
Okay.
তোমার তোমার গুড ওয়ার্ড অফ মাউথ সেটাই তোমার সঙ্গে হয়নি। Let me tell you, you might have done something, you might have sold the product, but that those people might have forgotten you. বুঝতে পেরেছো সুকান্ত? তো তোমাকে ওই কাস্টমারকে একবার রিটেন করতে হবে। হাউ ইউ ক্যান টু কানেক্ট, কিপ দেম এনগেজড। বুঝতে পেরেছো? So if you don't keep them connected, you're not able to connect them, and you cannot create an establishment of long-term association. একটাই কথা, সেম I'll give you a small example, সুকান্ত। তোমাকে একটাই কোশ্চেন জিজ্ঞাসা করি কি, whenever you wake up in the morning, in the early morning, and what is the Colgate, what is the toothpaste you want to remember?
Sir, Colgate.
Perfect. Ami, the answer came voluntarily. You did not think lot. Am I right?
Yeah.
তো সেটাকে ব্র্যান্ড বলে।
Yes, sir.
দাটাকে বলে রিটেনশন অফ ব্র্যান্ড।
Yeah.
তো তোমাকে ভাবতে হবে কি, when I am selling a product, I should create an impact.
Yes, sir.
তুমি কি করেছো? তুমি যখন when you have started selling or pushing your product, that time it may happen that is you are not created an impact to the customers.
Yes, sir.
So that is the reason customer
Sir,
भूले गए।
एक बात बोलना चाहता हूँ मैं।
हाँ
सर, मैं एक बात बोलना चाहता हूँ सर, जब मेरा प्रोडक्ट ये नेटवर्क के माध्यम मतलब हिसाब से सेल हो रहा था, ठीक है, उसके बाद बहुत सारा उस नेटवर्क के थ्रू से ही मुझे सेल आया, लेकिन वो ज्यादा फास्ट नहीं जा रहा था। मतलब उसका एक लिमिटेशन था कि वो सजेस्ट कर रहा है दोस्तों को। हाँ, तो वही बोलना चाहता हूँ। हाँ सर, आपने जो बोला मैंने वो किया, और मैं वो क्लब वाला भी जरूर करूंगा, वो एक अच्छा आपने बताया। लेकिन सर मुझे ये बताइए कि मैं कैसे मतलब यहाँ पे बैठ के बहुत सारे नेट मतलब जो कम्युनिटी है उसको पेनिट्रेट कर पाऊँ, जो मेरा कस्टमर सेगमेंट है उसको मैं टारगेट कर पाऊँ।
Sukanto, that is what first thing I will tell you, that is you join some associations. Entrepreneurs associations হয়। ঠিক আছে, তুমি আমাকে মেল পাঠাও, and in West Bengal there are a lot of associations are there. Yeah, and I will make you connect to that women, the associations where you can join. There may be somewhere for students they make you free also. Okay, and even I will tell you to visit every school colleges, Sukanto. Okay, and try to connect with schools and colleges. ওদের অনেক ইভেন্ট হয়, right? Every year they conduct events, right? So even you have in West Bengal, you may be having more than 1.5 lakhs of the colleges in West Bengal. So why did not you target the colleges? Even your community may be having 4 colleges there, and they do have a fund.
Yes sir, अभी हाँ सर, वही बात है कि उन लोगों के साथ कैसे पेयर अप करूं, ये सब प्रोसेस तो मेरे को नहीं मालूम था ना पहले।
कुछ नहीं सुकांत, that is what I said. When you try to connect with a community, right? When you try to have an association, when you connect with some associations, right? तो की হয়, associations will give you a good motivation in terms of connecting to the network. Am I right? তুমি বাড়িতে বসে you can sell it for a one day, but if you want to sell it for every day, you need a good people adding to your life, right?
Yes sir.
And tomorrow I'll tell you another thing will happen, that is tomorrow you get married, your family history or a family lifeline, family will increase. Am I right? You will have your
Yes sir, absolutely.
So your market is going to automatically expand, Sukanta. So
yes sir,
so tomorrow if your family grows, even your family may be having lot of members, like you maybe have a kaka থাকবে, মৌসি থাকবে, অনেক লোক থাকবে।
Yes sir.
Yes sir. So what I say is you try to connect with the right associations. You send me a mail, Sukanto. I have shared the email, and I'll try to connect you to some of the associations in West Bengal who are doing work on this field. Okay, and even you should approach.
Okay sir. Sir, और एक
हाँ बोलो सुकांतो।
सर मेरा एक विजन है, मैंने इस चीज को जो भी नाम दिया है, ठीक है, मैंने इसको लोना दिया है, लेकिन मुझे मतलब एक सेगमेंट में एक प्रोडक्ट में नहीं रहना है, मुझको इसको इमोशन की तरह बेचना है कि ये जब कस्टमर मेरा नाम सुने कि तो उसको समझ आए कि ये एक आर्ट हैंड पेंटेड चीज है, और ये
Yes.
एक चीज में मतलब टोट बैग या फिर एक सेगमेंट में तो
Sukanta,
बाउंड नहीं रहना, ये मेरा विजन है।
Sukanta, the first thing
Yes,
is
sir.
that I will help you to make this artwork to be patented, copyright, design patented. বুঝতে পেরেছো কি
Okay.
কালকে তুমি যখন সেল
Okay.
করতে যাবে everybody will know that is this, nobody can copy your art. Art is art. Today the problem is happening that everybody can do art. So
Yes, sir.
তো তুমি তোমার ডিজাইন প্যাটার্ন করে নাও, that it's very less cost only. ঠিক আছে, so I will tell you how you can make your patent, your design can be patented.
Okay, sir.
So tomorrow you can use, or if you have done some trademark, right, to make the design তৈরি করেছো, design some logo or something, am I right?
Yes, sir.
সেই লোগোটাকে ট্রেডমার্ক করে নাও। And when you make the logo to be trademark, nobody can copy the trademark. Once you gradually have your funds in your hand, do that next step. So that tomorrow that trademark becomes your logo, your branding for your product. বুঝতে পারলে সুকান্ত? Can you hear me? Okay. Anyone else has a question before we close the session today? Shruti, you had some questions, right? Shruti Sethi. Shruti, are you there?
Yes, sir.
बोलो, तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन कुछ था, तुमने हैंड रेज किया था।
Yes, sir. Sir, I am a teacher by profession. I take grammar classes for children. I
Perfect.
just wanted to, expand my vision by making an academy online.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
I have this question is ki what is the right way to do it, and what is the is there any course or anything that I have to do to like start it online, or what is it?
श्रुति, मेरे को एक चीज बताओ, अभी तुम्हारा जो क्लासेस चल रहे हैं, आप ऑफलाइन कर रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
हिंदी इज ओके फॉर यू?
Both are okay, sir.
ठीक है, तो अभी तुम ऑनलाइन क्लासेस कर रहे हो, am I right? उसके अभी ऑफलाइन की ऑनलाइन?
Offline है मेरे sir.
ऑफलाइन। अभी कितने स्टूडेंट्स, क्राउड कौन सी सेगमेंट से हैं, कितने एज
They
ग्रुप
are
के हैं?
They are from kindergarten to 5th.
5th है ना? तो मैं क्या तुमको सजेस्ट करता हूँ ना, तुम आर यू कनेक्टेड टू सोसाइटीज? तुम कौन सी जगह पे, आप कहाँ पे लोकेट हो, वैसे लोकेशन क्या है आपका?
पुणे।
पुणे हो? गुड। तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि एक हर 500 यार्ड्स में एक सोसाइटी होती है।
ओके,
गॉट इट? तो सोसाइटी के क्लब्स के एसोसिएशंस होते हैं, चेयरमैन होते हैं, है
ओके,
ना? तो आप उनको अप्रोच करिए। एक्सपेंशन के लिए बोल रहा हूं मैं, अभी मैं नेक्स्ट स्टेज में नहीं आया हूं, तुमको पहले ये समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं कि आप जो कंसिक्वेंसली आप अपना मार्केट एक्सपैंड करेंगे ना,
हाँ
है
जी,
ना? सो मार्केट एक्सपैंड करने का ये सबसे बेस्ट तरीका है कि पुणे इज बिकमिंग अ रियल एस्टेट हब। ठीक है,
ओके,
हर 500 इयर्स में आपको सोसाइटी मिलता है, जो
ओके,
हर कोई के दरवाजे में जा नहीं पाओगी, ठीक है ना?
नहीं,
तो आपका पहला काम ये रहता है कि आप, हो सकता है कि एक सोसाइटी के चेयरमैन से आप मिलो, उनको ब्रीफ करो, उनको बोलो कि ये चीजें मैं आपके सोसाइटी में, आपके सोसाइटी के मेंबर्स को देना चाहता हूं। अगर आपने हर महीने 10 सोसाइटी टारगेट करते हैं, ठीक है, अगर उसमें से आपकी कन्वर्शन रेट भी मिनिमम 10% भी हो, ठीक है, मैं 100% लेता भी नहीं हूँ, 90% मैं छोड़ दिया, तो 10% भी कन्वर्शन होता है, तो आप सोच सकते हैं कि आपकी कन्वर्शन कितनी रेवेन्यू लाएगा। ये
यस
पहला। सेकंड चीज होती है कि आप एक ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म, अगर आपके पास ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, एवरीबडी कैन नॉट अफोर्ड टू हैव एन ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म, लर्निंग टूल्स, ठीक है, तो मैं क्या आपको सजेस्ट करूंगा, बहुत सारे फ्री ऑनलाइन पोर्टल हैं, कोर्सेस लॉन्च होते हैं, ठीक है, आप वो ऑनलाइन वाले वेबसाइट में जाके आप अपना कोर्स को लॉन्च करिए वहां पे।
ओके,
या आप एक काम करिए, आप ब्लॉग्स बनाइए। ब्लॉग्स पता है ना, गूगल
Yes.
ब्लॉग होते हैं,
Yes, sir.
तो गूगल का ब्लॉग बनाइए इनिशियली, बिना कॉस्टिंग का मैं बता रहा हूँ, ठीक है?
Okay.
बिना कॉस्टिंग का मैं रेवेन्यू जनरेट करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। तो आप जब ब्लॉग बनाते हो तो उस ब्लॉग में एज ए टीचर आई होप एवरीबडी विल लव टू रीड योर कंटेंट, एम आई राइट?
Yeah. Yes.
आप कंटेंट जब लिखोगे तो आप उसी तरीके से लिखोगे, लहजे से, अपनी वर्डिंग्स को बड़ी प्रॉपर्ली कंटेंट लिखोगे, सो वेयर द पीपल कैन रीड, राइट? सो
Yeah.
आप ब्लॉग बनाइए, ब्लॉग बना के आप अपनी ब्लॉग्स में ट्राई टू पुट पीपल्स, engaging the peoples, connecting them the people, slowly then expand that into a social media, ठीक है?
Okay.
And the first phase is try to build up a community based on a blogs, जहां
Okay.
आप स्टूडेंट्स को भी एंटर करेंगे, आप पेरेंट्स को एंटर करेंगे, जहां पे वो अपनी ब्लॉग्स पढ़ेंगे और अपने जो भी है कंटेंट, जो भी उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स है, बिकॉज देखो अभी आज की डेट पे बिगर चैलेंज, तुमको एक अच्छा सा मार्केट बता रहा हूँ, लिंग्विस्टिक प्रॉब्लम और लैंग्वेज कॉन्फ्लिक्ट एक बड़ा चैलेंज है अभी नेक्स्ट जेन अल्फा के लिए।
Okay.
तो जेन अल्फा का मतलब होता है कि जो बच्चे पैदा हुए 2000 के बाद और 1990 के बाद, तो ये क्या होता है, इनके पास मल्टी लिंग्विस्टिक प्रॉब्लम्स कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होने लगे, ठीक है?
Okay.
और अब क्या होता है कि वो सारे लैंग्वेज सीख नहीं पाते हैं, ठीक है? सो अभी क्या करते हैं वो, दे ट्राई टू अडैप्ट सम सिंगल कोर्सेज वेयर दे वांट टू लर्न द ट्रिक्स, कैसे सीखें, प्रोनाउंसिएशंस, वो बहुत सारी
Yeah.
चीजें हैं जो आप फोकस कर सकते हैं। सेकंड थिंग, तीसरा चीज है, आप जब सोशल,
Sorry, sir.
I'll get back to you. And so next phase आप क्या करेंगे, आप जब सोशल मीडिया में जाएंगे,
Okay, sir.
there are lot of countries who need ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग्स। मैं तुमको एक चीज मैं बता रहा हूँ, एग्जाम्पल बता रहा था, आई वाज ट्रैवलिंग टू लॉट ऑफ कंट्रीज, तो मैं भी एक वही उज्बेकिस्तान कंट्रीज में गया था, तो वहां पे ना लोग इंग्लिश सीखना चाहते हैं, ठीक है? तो उनको क्यूरियोसिटी है सीखने का, और
Yes.
कि वो टूरिज्म एरिया है,
हम्म।
तो आप धीरे धीरे करके ऑनलाइन में जब प्लेटफॉर्म बनाओगे, एक देयर आर फ्री ऑनलाइन पोर्टल, लर्निंग पोर्टल्स आर देयर, आप अपलोड करिए कंटेंट्स को, वहां पे व्यूअरशिप लाइए, और वो कंटेंट्स को स्टार्ट पुटिंग ऑन द सोशल मीडिया एंड ट्राई टू कनेक्ट एंड क्रिएट योर नेटवर्क्स। आप बैठे, और वो चीज क्या करेगा कि इट विल ट्राई टू क्रिएट अ माइलेज इन टर्म्स ऑफ योर रेवेन्यू, और इवन इट ट्राई टू कनेक्ट यू टू द राइट ऑडियंस। क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है सोशल मीडिया में, ऑर्गेनिक और इनऑर्गेनिक, मतलब ऑर्गेनिक मतलब है कि सही ऑडियंस नहीं सही ऑडियंस मिलना, और नहीं, और कभी कभी क्या होता है इनऑर्गेनिक होता है, तो मतलब है कि सही ऑडियंस नहीं भी मिलता है, ठीक है? तो आपको उसी तरीके से स्लोली यू हैव टू स्टार्ट एंड पुटिंग द थिंग्स एफर्ट इनटू इट, देन व्हेन यू हैव योर रेवेन्यूज यू कैन स्टार्ट योर ओन लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म। अब अपना लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म डेवलप करिए क्लाउड बेस्ड। तो जब भी आपका क्लाउड बेस्ड बन जाएगा, तो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज दैट यू कैन कनेक्ट विद लॉट ऑफ ट्रेनिंग सेंटर्स, समझ गई?
हाँ जी।
ट्रेनिंग सेंटर्स, कोचिंग सेंटर्स से बच्चे क्या होता है कि उनको भी कुछ लैंग्वेज सीखना पड़ता है, समझ गए? तो कैन बी द नेक्स्ट फेज वेयर यू कैन टेक इट फॉरवर्ड।
ओके, ठीक है, थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू। सो
Sir, can I ask a question?
anybody else? So before
Sir,
we,
can I ask a question? Sir, can I? Hello.
so with this, can you come on
Sir,
the,
Dheeraj here this side. Hello, sir.
yeah, Dheeraj, tell me.
Yes, sir. So my question was, sir, I also need to scale up my MFD business. So I always thought of going to colleges because MFD एक ऐसा project है, because what has been recently SEBI has come out with the SIP of 250 rupees.
Right.
In 250 rupees, it will मेरा revenue में इतना कोई jump नहीं आएगा और 500 rupees से. But the thing is, the investors who should be coming, they'll be for a very long time. So
Right.
I thought of going to each college and just as an educational learning session for them. What is mutual funds? How it beats the inflation in the long time? What are the pros? What are the cons? How it beats the volatility? How your participation without getting stressed, without even thinking direct thinking of the markets, right?
Right.
How your money participates in the market without you being stressed
Right.
because of the mutual fund vehicle. So can you just help me going ahead in the course? How do I go about it? How do I reach out to college? because
Perfect,
I
perfect.
also need to. So I was
Yeah.
thinking of creating a blog or creating a website. I was in a dilemma. So what should be your what would be your advice to me? Should I create a blog or should I create a website? Because even for that, now that the cost is occurring.
No, that is
And
what I said. No,
listen, so I will be very frank because I've just started my business. So I have an AUM of 26 lakh rupees, which fetch me or the revenue which I get is like so if it reaches to 30 lakh rupees my AUM, so I'll get a 0.05% per month. So that will be close to 1,500 rupees per month. And the commission trails because 1% of the EMC gives and 40% that the distributors takes in the national
right,
distributor, right? So if my
right.
AUM goes to 1 crore, I will be getting 5,000 rupees per month. If it goes to 10,000, it will be 50,000 rupees
Yes,
per month. Okay,
yes.
sir. And the clientele which I have is 30 clients. Sorry, 30 clients, which is giving me an AUM of 26 lakh rupees.
Perfect.
Now, so the thing is, the concern which I have to, because I am a joint family, I need to look after my retail family business. So,
Right.
and that is the concern I cannot move out of my retail family business. Now, sitting at my shop, how
No,
can I
Dheeraj,
approach?
no, Dheeraj, you're right. Your approach is right. Right.
Okay, okay, okay.
But if you talk about the long-term perspective,
Yes,
you
sir.
need to you need to you need to identify the business entity you want to select for that, for your business.
Okay,
You know?
okay,
So you identify the business entity and
okay.
which entity can be the best suited, because once you know you already have your established market, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
on the base of the existing market, you know what is the long-term perspective of the business returns you want to expect for 1 year, 2 years, 3 year, whatever. Maybe you have to take care of the long-term perspective. Okay. In
Yes,
that
yes.
case, how you going to take it? You know, so you can identify the business entity you want to take forward. Okay. And already you know
So,
that
business entity, as in, see, so the business which I'm doing is a mutual fund distribution. So I don't have to go. So if I want to open a mutual fund account, okay, I'll be sitting at my place. I'll be opening the account. The KYC will be done online. Everything will be done online, and the processes, everything will be done online at your
right,
end also. So this is the business which gave me the liberty to be at my retail shop. At the same time, I just meet up the client at the weekends, do the investment part, and it will keep on going. It's like a one-time transaction you do, and then as and when the situation evolves, you help you being an advisor, I'll help them how do we go about.
right.
So, so मेरा ये कंसर्न है सर, frankly बोलूँ तो मैं मेरे liabilities वजह से मैं मेरा retail shop छोड़ नहीं सकता, but at the same time मेरा ये passion है कि मैं business को बढ़ाऊँ. मेरा प्राइमरी गोल ये है क्योंकि मैं इक्विटी मार्केट में इतने साल का, मुझे पता है पावर ऑफ इक्विटी क्या होता है, पावर ऑफ कंपाउंडिंग क्या होता है, प्लस ये म्यूचुअल फंड एक ऐसा व्हीकल जो आपको ना ही इक्विटी, आपको डेट का भी एक्सपोजर देता है, आपको गोल्ड का भी एक्सपोजर देता है, बिकॉज वहाँ पे मल्टी एसेट एलोकेशन फंड्स भी होता है. तो मुझे मैंने बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे मतलब जो फाइनेंशियल रिलेटेड है, जैसे मेरा स्त्री वाला है, जैसे मेरा मतलब कारीगर है, उनके मैंने अकाउंट ओपन किए हैं. बहुत जन है जिनको एबीसीडी नहीं पता था, एंड दे दे डिड उनको एक अच्छा रिटर्न मिला. नो डाउट मार्केट थोड़ा वॉलेटाइल होता है. एसआईपी का यही बेनिफिट है कि आपको रुपी कॉस्ट एवरेज होता है. एवरी मंथ आप बाय करते हो तो जितना मार्केट
Right.
डाउन पड़ता है, यू आर अ यूनिट गैदरिंग. आपका एज ए एसआईपी इन्वेस्टर यू वांट टू जस्ट गैदर द यूनिट्स
Right.
and you don't have to bother about the price.
Right.
So going ahead, can you just so this will be our first and last lecture of Q&A or a direct interaction with you, and the next going ahead lectures will all be the recorded thing, or how is it? So I can get
Oh, you
the
can
guidance.
what you can do, Dheeraj, is you can send me a mail. We can be connected on
Okay.
mails, and even on
Okay, sir.
if you want, then we can find it out. The next stage is that you can connect on WhatsApp, and we can supplementary take forward that propositions and connect to the right
Okay, sir.
stakeholders who can help you out in that. And
Okay,
and
sir.
supplementary we can give you we can make you things easy in your life, which may be happening. You may be aware, but you may not be, in terms of the implementation, you may not be aware. है ना?
Okay, sir.
So
Okay.
that that we can give you a hand-holding support for.
And so
है ना,
the
Dheeraj?
website cost should I taken it on it, or for the timing I should avoid it? The website
Dheeraj,
cost, the
what?
website cost, the website cost, sir. Should I just start the website because it
Uh-huh.
will incur a cost? And the revenue for that cost, because currently I'm only getting 1,500 rupees a month, which is a very, very low
Got it, got
revenue.
it, got it. So
Which is
you
very
need to,
discouraging,
you
which
need
is very, which is very discouraging revenue for me to continue mutual fund distribution business. But I know
yeah,
it will
so
take
you
a
need to
lot of time.
monetize. You need to
Yeah,
monetize
I
that.
need to monetize it. Yeah, and because ये mutual fund ही एक ऐसा बिजनेस है जब भी क्लाइंट का पैसा बनेगा तब मेरा पैसा बनेगा और क्लाइंट का
Yes.
पैसा 7, 8, 10 साल के
But
बाद
आपको
बनेगा.
आपको बिजनेस मॉडल को चेंज करना पड़ेगा कि आपको पुल फैक्टर करना पड़ेगा, पुश फैक्टर नहीं कर
बहुत
सकते.
लोग को हमें को बहुत लोग को इन्वॉल्व होना पड़ेगा मतलब जैसे अभी 30 से तो मेरे को 300 तक लेके जाना पड़ेगा.
Yes.
Yes.
Chalo. So thank you so much, all the participants. Anybody has more questions, you can write a mail. You can put
Yes,
down
sir.
the mails to us. And thank you so much for connecting to
Thank
me
you, sir. Thank
today
you, sir.
and be the part of this live session. Thank you so much.
So you will
Good
be
night, Vishu.
so you will be the mentor all while the course or
Now we have a different mentors. We will be putting like I have already, because this is my course. So normally I have distributed this course with a different, you will be having chartered accountant in the next, okay, who will give you the perspective. Now, Dheeraj, I want that is you should attend the chartered accountant sessions also. We have esteemed
yes, sir.
chartered accountant who will be teaching you how to license in registrations, helping you, and what are the taxations, the regulations, everything they're going to talk about that. And those who want to have their own patents, right? So those who already have some product, they don't have their own entity around it. So we are also have a team who is going to talk about that IPR part also, intellectual property rights. And people, there are a lot of startups or a lot of students, they're not aware of that. So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to take it forward, and we're going to summarize the whole sessions. We have an 8-week sessions. So I covered this first week and second week. We talk about entrepreneurship and incubation centers. So those who want to have a support systems from us, and even Symbiosis is going to help you out. So you can connect me, and I'm the part of the mentorship also. So you can connect me on the mail, and we will supplementary help you out to attach with some of the funding sources where we can, or whether it's a social entrepreneurship or a social enterprise, or it is a manufacturing enterprise, or it may be a service enterprise. So we will try to supplement that, and we will help you out in terms of that. So thank you so much.